He gained 40 pounds, swung harder than anyone in history, and called Augusta National a par 67. People laughed. Then he won the US Open by 6 shots.
Bryson DeChambeau is indeed a US Open champion.
But that was just the beginning of both the rise and the unraveling. This is how Bryson DeChambeau broke golf and then fixed it again. Before he bulked up, before he was a US Open champion, Bryson DeChambeau was already different. He was a physics major who brought his notebooks to the range. He used single-length irons, measured air density before shots. He wasn't just trying to play golf, he was trying to solve it.
Club path, face angle, all that fun stuff.
That was 14 miles an hour, ball speed faster.
Fans thought it was weird. Players thought it was a gimmick. But Bryson believed the game could be re-engineered.
I'll get into these certain moments where I'm just going through these different equations in my head going, all right, what can work?
To him, golf wasn't art. It was science. He approached every shot like a professor working an equation. He didn't care if people laughed. He cared if the numbers added up. Even before he had the body to overpower courses, he had the brain to dissect them. That made him dangerous and misunderstood. In late 2019, Bryson did something no one expected. He transformed his body. A new diet, daily workouts, protein shakes by the gallon. He gained over 40 pounds of mass, all to chase one thing: speed. He studied biomechanics. He tested launch angles. And the plan was simple: swing faster, hit farther, dominate golf courses. When golf returned in 2020, Bryson looked like a linebacker and drove the ball like one too, 400 yards off the tee. He didn't just hit it far. He shattered what was considered possible. Analysts didn't know how to explain it. Players didn't know how to match it. Golf had never seen anything like this. It wasn't a stunt. It was an experiment. And it was working. Then came September 2020, the US Open at Winged Foot. A brutal course, thick rough, narrow fairways. Everyone expected carnage. But not like this. Bryson hit driver on nearly every hole, missed fairways, and didn't care. He overpowered the rough, outmuscled the course. He gained nearly 4 shots off the tee and won by 6.
And Bryson DeChambeau is indeed a US Open champion at Winged Foot.
It wasn't just power. It was control. It was a plan. And he executed it to perfection. No one had ever won a major like that. Not even Tiger. That day, Bryson didn't just win a tournament. He changed the conversation. With victory came attention. And controversy. Bryson leaned harder into long drive competitions. He started arguing with officials. He feuded with Brooks Koepka. His short game regressed. His putting got streaky. And fans? They started to turn on him.
Good shot, Bryson.
Oh my God, what the guys? Oh my God.
To some, Bryson had become golf's mad
Talking
villain.
about slow play, it just went to a new level this week. Bryson DeChambeau, this video's gone viral. Everyone's chipped in, Bob. This is a 2-minute, 20-second video.
Every move was dissected. Every quote went viral. He became the lightning rod of the sport, whether he wanted to or not. By 2022, it all started catching up. Injuries, surgeries, poor finishes. The power came at a price. He left the PGA Tour, and the criticism got louder.
Really interesting, and it is interesting. There's a new league called LIV Golf competing with the PGA Tour. Okay. Well, Bryson DeChambeau is one of the best golfers in the world. He's now playing for LIV.
For many, that was the final straw. Bryson wasn't the revolutionary anymore. He was the guy who burned out chasing distance.
There was a new opportunity to do something different in the game of golf. I've always been a bit of a trendsetter. When I was growing up, I always thought that I'd do something cool in the game of golf. I didn't know what it would be. Now that I see this, I know this is a big part of it.
And for a moment, it looked like that might be the end of his story. But Bryson had one more chapter to write. He took a step back, healed his body, rebuilt his swing, lost the weight, found his rhythm. This time, it wasn't about distance, it was about control. He focused on touch, feel, and patience, practiced the short game relentlessly, dialed in his putter stroke. He didn't abandon science, he just balanced it. And suddenly, the results started to come back. Greens in regulation, up and downs, quiet confidence, top tens, contention, not as loud, not as chaotic, but more dangerous than ever. He wasn't chasing headlines, he was chasing wins. Then came the 2024 US Open. Bryson versus Rory, a final round for the ages.
Good contact.
And that's caught the slump, ran up there. Right below the hole goes DeChambeau, and he's pumped up.
This time, it wasn't brute force. It was feel, grit, and precision. Bryson held off one of the greatest ball strikers in history. He trusted his game, trusted his swing, trusted himself. He gained more strokes with his putter than anyone in the field. He didn't overpower the course. He outplayed it. He won his second major and proved that Bryson 2.0 wasn't a gimmick. It was evolution. After the emotional high of the 2024 US Open, many wondered if Bryson could keep it going, or if it was just a one-off comeback. Then came 2025. Not only did he stay in contention, he elevated even further. More wins, more consistency, and perhaps most importantly, more balance. He kept the power, sharpened the short game, but he also refined his course strategy, becoming more selective, more thoughtful, and less volatile. And beyond the ropes, something else changed. Bryson opened up. He started creating long-form YouTube content, behind-the-scenes practice sessions, swing breakdowns, fitness routines, collaborations with other pros. Suddenly, fans weren't just watching him, they were learning from him. The same guy who once bristled at cameras and stirred controversy now welcomed people into his world, transparent, humble, even funny. And just like that, public opinion began to shift. The villain was gone. In his place, a fan favorite, a comeback story, a human being who evolved in front of everyone's eyes. By mid-2025, Bryson DeChambeau wasn't just one of the most dominant players on the planet. He was also one of the most liked. Not many athletes get a second chapter. Bryson made the most of his. So, how do you define a career like Bryson's? He broke the game, then broke himself, then came back better. He showed us that power wins, but only when paired with control. That science matters, but feel still reigns. He's been the hero. He's been the villain. But maybe Bryson DeChambeau is something even more interesting. Proof that golf can evolve. And so can its players. Love him or hate him, Bryson DeChambeau proved one thing. Golf has room for the bold, especially the ones willing to change.